Sneakers you may have forgotten about, it's Gourmet in your face. Hello, the sneakerhead summer continues here on my channel. I apologize to my cameraman, but this is Gourmet in your face. That is the actual name of the brand. And we're continuing a little quick series of obscure, defunct sneaker brands that RIP are no longer with us. This one was started in that sort of mid-2000s era, same as Greedy Genius, around that 2005, 2006, 2007 era. Now this one was co-founded by John Buscemi, who's still around within the sneaker world. He created his own brand, John Buscemi, aptly named, and his current brand fills the role between Common Projects and Giuseppe Zanotti and Balenciaga sneakers back when those were a thing in the early 2010s. These are not those. These are Gourmets. These are some of the first ones they released. I believe these are either the CISOs or the DeSistos. Now, Gourmet, for their first couple of sneakers, they made a pair of Jordan 7s, a pair of Jordan 11s, a pair of Jordan 12s, and a pair of Jordan 13s. They made them with this cup sole and this canvas upper without permission from Jordan Brand, which is why they called their shoe, I believe, the CISO and DeSisto, which is not Italian. It's sort of a joke. And that's how Gourmet got their start. That's how they got their notoriety on early internet forums, and they did well enough to spawn into sort of a regular shoe brand. Think of, Native footwear or Apollo footwear. They ended up just sort of making pretty plain, good, versatile sneakers that you can wear around the city. Think your Stan Smiths and your Chukka boots kind of thing. But this is where they started, and this is where they got their fame. Now, I have a pair of the Jordan 13 ones as well. You can tell you may have a sneaker problem when you can't find sneakers. I don't know where they are, but I bought these around the same time. I did not get these when I was young. I got these pretty recently. They were $32 each. And I think you can still get them online. There's an online retailer, which I think is the warehouse of PickYourShoes.com, if you remember that site. Because it has the same sort of stock photos from Pick Your Shoes. And it's got a lot of that same, they've got a lot of the same wares as Pick Your Shoes. But, oh my goodness, is this a time capsule for sneaker collectors from 2007 to 2011. A couple things about the shoes, because I actually do kind of recommend trying to go out and find a pair. One, Jordan 12s look amazing. I think the Jordan 11 ones for these look a little dopey. But the Jordan 12 and the Jordan 13 ones, sorry, the CISOs and the DeSistos, not affiliated with Jordan whatsoever, I apologize. I think those look the best. And they look really cool with this little cup sole. I'm very impressed by the quality of these. Whenever you see a canvas sneaker, you sort of automatically assume it's going to be sort of Vans level quality. Which isn't to say that Vans aren't sturdy, it's just a $50 pair of sneakers and that's what you expect. These originally retailed for over $120. Considering I paid $30 for these, the canvas is super thick. There's lots of cushioning around the collar. If they were the right size, I might have actually worn these. A word of warning, these run super small. So I run 10.5, 11 for Nikes and Jordans. These are 10.5. I might even need an 11.5 for these, especially if you want to put an insole, which I do recommend. The cup sole tends to come apart pretty quickly. The glue is not particularly sturdy. Obviously, while I'm trying to demonstrate, it's completely fine. But yeah, I could just rip off the sole right there. Nothing a bit of glue can't fix, especially for an obscure sneaker brand. Now, I touched on this a little bit with the Greedy Geniuses, but I do think independent sneaker brands are very, very important, and they were very different back in my day. Currently, independent sneaker brands are making much smaller batches of sneakers. And you'll have Instagram folks with just a couple of thousand followers create a shoe with a 6 to 8 week lead time. Whereas these, a young set of entrepreneurs gathered up their resources and ordered, a couple thousand pairs of these in the hopes that they would actually sell. Sneaker brands back in the day carried a lot more risk with them, which is why they're all probably now defunct. Anyways, a pair of Gourmets on eBay, they're still around, they're still really cheap. I do highly recommend going out and hunting a pair down, especially just because they look so much like Jordans. It'll be a little more quaint and less of the time than a pair of, I don't know, Yums or JB Classics. If you like fun, if you like sneakers, if you like obscure, and if you like cheap, well, this is the sneaker for you. It is boiling out here, and so I'm going to wrap it up. And thanks for watching.